Hi everyone, my name's Kathy Stacy and I'm the author of Echoes of a Concussion, Navigating Brain Recovery, now available on Amazon. If you're watching this, maybe you or someone close to you has been through a concussion and you're trying to figure out what getting better even looks like. I get it. I've been there. Confused, scared, trying to make sense of your brain that suddenly doesn't want to follow the same rules anymore. My recovery wasn't easy, but it changed the way that I looked at everything. And that's what this video and my book, Echoes of a Concussion, are all about. Finding your way through the fog with honesty, humor, and a whole lot of hope. It started out like any other normal day at work, until it wasn't. One accident, one impact, and in an instant my life turned upside down, literally, as my vehicle flew over a cliff and I was literally hanging there upside down. They called it just a concussion, but weeks turned to months and my head still felt like it was a balloon someone forgot to tie shut. That's when I realized this wasn't a bump on my head. It was the start of an entire different journey for me. Before that, I worked in some wild places. Mountains, gold mines, long drives up winding roads. I was independent, tough, always on the move. Then suddenly, I was struggling to remember what day it was, or why I walked into a room, why I couldn't remember names. And the hardest part wasn't the pain or dizziness, it was trying to explain to people what I could not see. Concussions are invisible. You can't wear a cast on your brain. You just feel different, foggy, anxious, disconnected. People mean well, but they say things like, you look fine, or you just need to push through it. They don't see the nights that you can't sleep because your head won't stop buzzing, or how bright lights feel like knives behind your eyes. At the concussion clinic, I met others fighting the same battles. Teachers, welders, parents, teachers, all trying to heal from something that they could not describe. And somewhere in the middle of that, I started to write. Not because I planned to write a book, but because journaling was the only thing that kept me sane. Reading back upon these journals, they did not make sense. They were all over the place. It was my brain trying to feel normal again. But I was able to interpret all the writing and come out with this book. That little notebook became my lifeline. I wrote about everything, the fog, the frustration, the small victories, even the funny stuff. I wrote about things that I could hear, loud noises, flapping of wings, people walking by, shadows that weren't there. Like, I could not taste chocolate anymore. No, that was a tragedy. Or how my jaw locked up so bad I could barely yawn. I learned that laughter can be medicine too. Eventually, those pages turned into something bigger. A story about survival, setbacks, and a second chance. And that's how Echoes of a Concussion was born. When I was sent to Vancouver for treatment, I didn't know a soul. WorkSafe helped me with travel and groceries, but the loneliness only hit harder than any other symptoms. 3 months of rain, gray skies, long nights alone can do strange things to your spirit. But sometimes the people who enter your life in those moments can make a difference, and others can make it worse. I met amazing therapists and a woman named Christine whose family welcomed me like I was one of their own. They reminded me that recovery isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about rebuilding what's possible, what the right people can do when they're beside you. The clinic was a crash course in patience. Some days we'd swap stories about insomnia, supplements, or what brand of melatonin gummies work the best. For the record, I don't eat them like candy anymore, trust me, but I did. One patient swore by natural supplements, another medication, and one guy found clarity at a magic mushroom store down the block. We laughed a lot because some days that's the only thing that worked for us. Other days we sat in silence, our brains too tired for words, sitting in dark rooms, wearing colored glasses that hung on the wall for us. The truth about recovery, it's messy, unpredictable, but it's also deeply human. After almost a year, I thought I was ready to go back to work. I wanted so badly to feel normal again, to prove that I was better. I wanted to get back what I lost. But pushing too soon cost me absolutely everything. I lost my job, my savings, my confidence. I walked out of work crying. I couldn't do it. I was a mess. And when the insurance company started encouraging me to return before I was ready, well, let's just say I learned that not everybody is rooting for you for your best interest at heart. That's my roommate. That experience taught me something vital. Recovery isn't about going back. It's about moving forward with honesty and compassion for yourself. You are important, and only you know how to get through this. Why I wrote this book? Because a concussion isn't a medical textbook. It's a real-life survival guide for people trying to find their way through the fog, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So my closing message is to say thank you for watching, and thank you for being part of my journey. If sharing the story helped even one person feel less alone, then it's totally been worth it. You can learn more about Echoes of a Concussion, Navigating Brain Recovery, by going on Amazon.ca or Amazon.com. And you can find resources on my website on the link below. If this video resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Not just to support me, but to help someone else find hope and healing too. You will gain access to information from my experiences, which I'm sure will help you along the way. Please, your story does matter. And please do not give up. You already came this far and keep going. I know it's depressing. I know it's frustrating. But this is your life, and it's worth living for. So take care, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.